How's it going, everybody? This is Steven, and welcome to another autism vlog from Tostemac. In this vlog, we're going to be talking about how to make friends, or more specifically, how to make friends in high school. Now, before we begin, some of you may be wondering, why high school in particular? Isn't making friends in high school the same as elementary or middle school? Well, not exactly. You see, the thing is, the students that go into high school are a lot more older, and they also have a lot more freedom in comparison to the kids in elementary and middle school. In other words, they don't need their mom and dad to hold their hands through every single thing. Heck, I mean, by their sophomore years or junior years, a lot of the high school students even have their own cars or driver's licenses and whatnot, so they can go wherever they want or do whatever they want without having their parents to tag along with them. Now, this in turn could lead to different kinds of experiences and ultimately different kinds of personalities that you meet, which can make making friends in high school either easier or a lot tougher, depending on your situation, really. But hey, let's not talk about the complexities of making friends, and instead, let's focus on the more simpler ways of making friends. First thing I would do, personally, just start chatting with people. Whether it be in the hallways, during the lunch cafeteria, or maybe during class. Well, maybe not during class, maybe near the beginning or near the end or whatnot. And see what kind of vibe you get off from them. Whether they're nice people that you want to hang around with, whether they seem like mean people or bullies and whatnot, or maybe they're just annoying little chatterboxes. You know, like Thomas. Of course, this is the kind of thing that'll come naturally when you first get into high school. It's probably going to be one of the first things you do. And most of the time, it might work. I mean, one of my best friends that I made, Billy, is someone I actually met just as someone else in the hallways. We just keep on saying, "What's up? What's up?" And eventually, I found out that Billy had liked video games, same as I did. So our friendship kind of started from there, and we're still best friends to this day. Now, if you want other ways to find ways to make friends and whatnot, you might want to look into stuff that happens after school. Of course, I'm talking about after-school activities or clubs. Most high schools have these kind of things, such as like acting clubs or reading clubs, or maybe join some sports teams and whatnot, or a science club and whatnot. But let me make one thing clear, as I have stated in one of my other autism vlogs. Common interest does not always guarantee interest. It just serves as building blocks to where it might go. So be sure to keep that in mind. Another possibility that you may want to consider in terms of finding more ways to make friends, or maybe in this particular case you want to find people who are like you in the sense that you have autism like other people do or a similar diagnosis, you may want to consider looking into whether or not your high school has a special needs class or meeting or club of some sort. They have multiple names for it depending on the school. These kind of meetings normally take place like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and it can happen either after high school or during high school. Again, depends on which school. This is a great opportunity to make friends who are kind of like you. I mean, the one I went to, it was a group called Stars, and it was about 6 or 7 students and whatnot. We met during school time, and normally the group meetings went over like how to improve social skills and whatnot. And I met another friend there named Sean, and eventually we started talking a little bit. Then we started meeting at the cafeterias, talking about, again, video games. Seemed like a common interest point for me. And ever since then, we've been best friends too. Eventually, when you start making more friends and you get better acquainted with them, they'll most likely want to do stuff along with you after high school time. Be it either the weekends or right after high school, maybe catch a movie, go to an event or whatnot. It varies. And while sometimes it may be something right up your alley or something you do on a regular basis, other times it will require you going to places you've never been to before or doing stuff you've never done before, which will most likely involve you stepping out of your comfort zone. But I do want to make one point clear, amongst other points that I've made, is that there is a big difference between stepping out of your comfort zone and compromising who you are. Allow me to explain. Stepping out of the comfort zone means that you're about to do something you've never done before, be it going to a new place or doing something new, but also keeping your honest opinion about it. Like, oh, this is a nice new thing. I'm glad I joined in on this. Or, oh, why did I have to do this? Remind me to never do it again. Ugh. But at the very least, you tried, and you still have your honest opinion about it. Compromising who you are, however, involves trying a new thing or going to a new place and trying to essentially fit in with it. Trying to get used to what's going on regardless of whether you like it or not, just to hang out with some people and whatnot. And that's a bad thing. Yes, making friends is very important, and a lot of times it could lead to better things in the future. But it should never come at the cost of compromising who you are just to fit in with a bunch of people, whether they're popular or strong or famous or not. You were born different, just like me and just like everyone else in this world. And that makes you special, unique. You have your own viewpoint to get out to the world. And the only person who should change who you are is you, and only if you are willing to. Well, hopefully I've given you guys a better idea on what to expect during high school. So what are you waiting around here for? Get out there! Or rather, get back into school, get back into high school and whatnot. Make some friends, do some stuff, go to after-school clubs, and eventually you'll get to the point where you'll want to hang out with them outside of high school. That's great, but remember, stay true to yourself. You shouldn't have to change who you are just to blend in. Thank you very much for taking time to listen to this autism vlog. If you like what you saw or heard and whatnot, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And the next autism vlog, which will be the Saturday after next Saturday, I'm sure it'll make sense. Next autism vlog will be something very special for you guys, so be sure to stay tuned. So thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, see you later. What the? Hold on, I gotta take this. Hello? Billy, I told you not to call me during these autism vlogs, man. How many times do I have to tell you that? What? You wanna go hang out today? I'll see if I have time and whatnot. We'll see.